Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Aspen 1 Hour Football Show alongside Dave Rice. I'm Andy Hawley. We have a great show. We are already at the midway point. We're going to be past the midway point of the regular season come Friday night.
Yeah, this week it'll be week 5 already of the high school football season. So we're going to get a chance to talk about all of last week's games coming up. 4 one-possession games.
4 one-possession games, and we have so many teams that have done things we didn't think they were capable of thus far. We have a lot to talk about, and we'll get started right after this quick break.
When you need metal, and you need it now, Alro Metals Outlet is here for you. When your back is against the wall, our vast inventory of aluminum, steel, plastics, and more will help you get the job done. Whether you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, our retail stores are your one-stop shop for metals. You select it, we cut to length, and shear to size. Right here, right now. Because when you need metal, Alro Metals Outlet has your back.
Craving a slice of heaven? Come to Burkhart's Pizza and Pub, where every meal is a celebration. Savor our delicious wood-fired pizzas with fresh, locally sourced ingredients, crispy crust, and mouth-watering toppings. And don't forget our full bar, offering craft beers, signature cocktails, and fine wines. From savory handhelds to delectable appetizers, there's something for everyone. Burkhart's Pizza and Pub, your neighborhood spot for pizza and...
At Michigan Center Schools, we guide every student in the direction of their dreams. We believe that when our students feel loved and respected, there's no limit to what they can accomplish. We offer fantastic facilities, academic excellence, one-to-one technology, and multi-tiered social-emotional supports. We believe we get the most out of our students when we prioritize relationships above all else. Michigan Center Schools, where your kids are our family.
Welcome back to the show. Let's take a look at Week 4 highlights.
Oh my goodness. Cranmore, he fit that in there. I don't know how he fit it in there. That was an absolute laser.
12-yard touchdown. Excellent pass there by Cranmore. He finds Braden Johnson with his 6th touchdown of the season. Wow, what an incredible throw. 9-5-5-7. No place like home at Midstar Home Builders.
Short kick. Return possibility here. Michigan Center. He breaks it over the 40, 45. Touchdown saving tackle by the Blackhawks. Aggressive start for the Blackhawks. To draw up the middle. He's got room. What a block. He's going to go all the way untouched into the end zone. And just like that, it's 13-0 Leslie.
30 yards for Evan Dexter to the house. Young man leads the way in the classroom with a 3.6 GPA and gets his 5th touchdown here in the game on homecoming for the Cardinals. Dexter goes 30 yards for the Blackhawks as they take a 2-score lead.
Has drawn up. There's a snap. He's going to go to the air. There's a double move. He's wide open! Wide open! Into the end zone. Cardinals!
56-yard touchdown. Trey Collins with a great pump. Finds Bodie Atkins, the senior wide receiver, for his 3rd touchdown reception of the season. Great pass, great pump fake that got the defense to bite, and Atkins gets behind him, goes untouched to the end zone. 54 yards. Tremendous response there by Michigan.
Earlier. We're going deep again. He's got a man that's open. Perfect connection in the end zone. That's 6 for the visiting Blackhawks.
38 yards. Unbelievable. Fantastic throw there by Cranmore. He finds his teammate Braden Johnson for his 7th touchdown of the season, his 2nd of the night. Well thrown ball there by Cranmore. Put it right in between the zone. He does a great job getting past the cornerback. Falls right into that zone before the safety can get over. Cranmore, just great ball. You can see it right here on your screen.
Now behind the sticks, Collins looks to his left. He's going deep. He throws it, defender in perfect position. One of those bounces! A bounce finally goes the Cardinals' way.
Brennan forward, gets behind the defense, gets a lucky bounce after he had an unfortunate bounce earlier in the game. This one goes for him. He gets into the end zone, but we have a flag on the play back behind the line of scrimmage.
Dexter gets the handoff. He's up the middle. He's moving inside of the 5-yard line, and this Cranmore hands it off. Colby, he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a Leslie Blackhawk touchdown.
Colby will get his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, and that'll be his.
They drop 8 back. Collins has time. Offensive line does good. He's got it. Atkins up. Oh, he dropped the ball. It falls incomplete.
Big time hit there by Colby. He's had a fantastic game. Jaden Colby has, and he delivers a hit there to separate the wide receiver from the ball. And that ball will go over to Leslie.
Let's take a look. Just a great pass right there by Collins. They dialed up the right play. Yeah, he swatted it away. That's all there is to it.
Broken.
One snap, and I believe that'll do her.
Congratulations to Tim McCann and Leslie Blackhawks come in on the road on homecoming. They're going to walk away with a win. They move to 4-0.
Welcome back. Another great week of highlights thanks to the JTV Sports crew out at multiple games. Let's get things started with our big game, Leslie at Michigan Center. That had a little bit of everything. Multiple chances for Michigan Center to kind of pull that win out, but they weren't able to get it done. Tell me what you thought how that game played out.
Well, coming in, of course, not a lot of people, right, coming in, you would have thought, oh, now Center is 1-3, right? But you can't take anything away from them, though. They still have the weapons, and they're pretty banged up. They had 2 big injuries Friday night. They lost 2 offensive linemen for the Cardinals, and they're on their backup quarterback. But Michigan Center is still an exceptional team nonetheless. But that was a great game, and like you said, Center had so many chances. And they had a couple turnovers, a couple crazy plays that were interceptions, but nonetheless, it was a great win for Leslie, much needed, and that was their first real test too, and they proved to pass the test.
Yeah, it was a good game though. It was I think it panned out kind of how we thought it would. Really good game. Let's talk about Grass Lake. They took out some anger, I think, on East Jackson to the tune of 70-0.
Yeah, that was a statement win for Braden Lape and the Warriors. 70-0 at home Friday night. They held East Jackson to less than 50 yards of offense. Braden Lape only needed to pass 3 times, but he had 3 touchdowns and 97 yards. Grass Lake, big bounce back win, 3-1. And they will, of course, take on Napoleon this week. More on that coming up.
Yeah, great win for Grass Lake. We're excited for the game we have this week, Grass Lake and Napoleon, of course. Columbia Central and Addison. Can you explain to me how Columbia, 0-3 coming into this game, has no problem and beats Addison by 30 points?
Well, that's exactly what you said, coming in on paper. It was like, Addison, is the heavy favorite. Right away, Addison scored on that opening drive, and that, of course, was the only time they scored for their 8 points. But after that, quarterback Nick Richardson had almost 200 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. Columbia forced 5 fumbles in that game, and they picked up 3 of them. So it was the turnovers that made the difference for Addison. And Addison is still an exceptional team, and I think they can still compete these last few weeks in the West. But I think Columbia just came in with a different attitude because it was a must-win, a win-now game for them. So I expect them to still keep doing well as the season goes on.
Real quick, let's hit on some other teams. Lumen Christi, they had no problem with Jesuit. We thought they might. Jackson High with a huge win. They moved to 4-0. And then, of course, Western, they fell to Hastings, which we're going to talk a little bit about that later. Hastings is the real deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Hastings 37-17 over Western. But in Western, there's still a lot of time left, but that was a big I-8 game, though, for Hastings. And like you mentioned, Jackson High, quick trivia question for you. Jackson High 4-0 for the first time since 2018. What was Jackson's record in 2018? What'd they finish?
They finished 9-2.
They regular season. Yep, they were undefeated. First time under Coach Parker.
Oh, they were undefeated in the regular season.
So that was a great win for Jackson High. Low scoring, but they get the job done. 18-7.
Very good. Well, we've got a lot more to talk about, including this week's game picks, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
Welcome back to Powered by Charles. You may feel like you don't have a lot of power when it comes to your business's power. But in reality, you do. By partnering with Consumers Energy, you get a free energy consultation and discover ways you can reduce energy waste and help improve your bottom line. Find more small changes you can make to save money online. Save energy, save money. Learn how at consumersenergy.com/business savings.
When you have a sewer or drain issue, make the call to Minuteman Sewer and Drain. Sure, we all want to be the guy that can get under the sink and get the job done. Trust us, we know it's not for everyone. Call the experts at Minuteman Sewer and Drain for 24/7, 365 same-day emergency service. Let us be the ones to get under the sink. Let Minuteman Sewer and Drain take care of the clogs or debris and get you flowing back to normal. When you don't have time to waste, call Minuteman Sewer and Drain, 783-9952, or online at MinutemanSewer.com. Minuteman Sewer and Drain. We open drains others can't.
HR, can I help you?
Hey, you get time to onboard a new employee?
I need you to drop what you're doing and send me those ads.
Hey, quick question about our medical and dental insurance. And where's the form for when an employee gets hurt? And I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday. Okay?
Don't run your HR staff out the door.
Trust the experts at Barker Weber Insurance.
We can help support all your business needs.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
When it's cold, the last thing you want is your home's heater to quit on you. At 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, our team of comfort specialists take the frustration out of the equation. From simple repairs to more complex fixes, we'll get you warm and comfortable quickly. Just call 855-1HOUR or visit onehouраir.com. Don't forget, we're
always on time, or you don't pay in time. Always
independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
Lester Brothers has been performing driveway installations for over 30 years. Crushed asphalt is one of our most popular driveway gravels and an overall Lester Brothers favorite. When spread properly, it can last for many years. It's 100% recycled, environmentally friendly, quarter of the cost of hot asphalt, dust-free, and ready for immediate use after construction. Contact Lester Brothers today for a free timely estimate for your future crushed asphalt driveway or parking lot.
Welcome back to the Aspen 1 Hour Football Show. Before we get into our game picks, a couple other teams had good wins in Week 4.
Yeah, Hanover getting by Jonesville, the Battle of the Comets, 21-18.
That should have been a bigger score, by the way. Hanover should have won by a lot.
Absolutely. Northwest got their first one on homecoming over Marshall.
Sure.
And Springport 4-0. First time since 2019. Great win for Coach Pack.
All right, let's get to our game picks now, presented by the Insurance Circle and IEP Urgent Care. Do you want to start, or do you want me to?
I'll start. Let's go 8-man action. Concord taking on Morenci, the Bulldogs from down near Ohio where they're traveling. Concord struggled the last 2 weeks, gave up 70 to Mendon, and then 54 to Britton Deerfield. Concord struggled. I'm going to take Morenci.
I'm also going to take Morenci. Concord has let me down the last few weeks, and we are keeping track of the score now, so I can't always pick with my heart. So sorry, Concord, I'm taking Morenci. Springport and Quincy, I'm going to take Springport, and I really like Springport in this game. I think they get it done by a couple scores.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to take Springport as well to go 5-0. That's great for the program, how they're looking right now. So give me Springport. Lumen Christi, another big league game for them back-to-back weeks. They played Jesuit last week. They played Divine Child this week, again on the road. I'm going to take the Titans from Lumen.
I'm also going to take the Titans. I had a chance to see Divine Child Week 1 when they were in town to play Western. Wasn't overly impressed, and yes, I know that was Week 1, but I think Lumen Christi goes up there and gets the job done. Western and Coldwater. I think Coldwater's in for a long night. Western coming off that tough loss to Hastings. A team that they could possibly meet again in the playoffs. I'm going to take Western big.
Yeah, and this was a Coldwater team that lost 24-20 to Northwest last week, and Western wants that bounce back win. They're going to have that confidence coming in, so I'm going to take the Panthers from Western, staying with Northwest. They take on Marshall, a team from Marshall that we saw just a couple weeks ago when we were live out at Western. And Marshall has a few exceptional weapons on that team, but it was just too much for them when they played Western. But even though Northwest won last week, I'm going to take Marshall.
I'm going to take Marshall as well. I think defensively they're a little bit better than teams might give them credit for. Jackson looking to move to 5-0. They take on Ypsi Community. If you would have asked us at the beginning of the year, does Jackson have a chance to be 5-0? We said, if they could be 3-2, that'd be great. Well, they do have a chance to go 5-0, and I think they will with a win over Ypsi Community.
Yep, I'm going to take Coach Parker and the Jackson Vikings as well. Columbia Central, Vandercook Lake going into the Cascades West now. Vandercook, tough loss to Homer last week in Columbia with a big win over Addison. I'm going to take the Eagles at Vandercook.
This might surprise you, but I'm going to take Vandercook Lake in this game, even though they let me down last week, and I was surprised at what Columbia did. But I have a sneaky feeling that Vandercook Lake is going to win this game. Michigan Center in East Jackson, the battle for the
Leone Jug.
I'm taking Center, and I like Center big in this game. They also are going to be playing upset after what happened last week.
Yeah, and it was a tough loss for them last week, and even though they're coming in, they're pretty banged up again. A couple big injuries last week. I'm still going to take Michigan Center big. Staying in the Cascades East, this might be the biggest game yet in the entire Cascades Conference so far this season. Josh Lindemann, Manchester, taking on Coach McCann and Leslie. Two very different kinds of offenses. How is Manchester going to line up with their defense against a team who throws the ball in Leslie? Give me quarterback Joel Cranmore and Leslie to beat Manchester. But either way, it's a toss-up. It's going to be a great game.
I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Coach Lindemann saw enough of what he needed to see on tape last week in Michigan Center and Leslie's game for them to be able to get the job done. I'm going to take Manchester and what we'll call a slight upset. Jonesville and Addison. I'm really shocked at the score of the Addison-Columbia game last week. I expect Addison to get the win here, although Jonesville hung tough with Hanover Horton, so I'm not super confident, but I will take Addison in that game.
Yeah, I'm going to take Addison, and we know the team that they can be and the potential. It was a tough loss. I know it impacts the Cascades West, but just look ahead. Don't look back at the game from Columbia. So I'm going to take Addison against Jonesville. So another Comets team here in the Cascades West. Hanover Horton taking on Homer. I'm going to take Hanover Horton big.
I like Hanover Horton big as well, and we are going to have them in a couple weeks for their homecoming when they host Vandercook Lake. Grass Lake and Napoleon, the game JTV will be at. Live coverage begins at 6:45 from Napoleon. I'm excited for this game. I think people expect Grass Lake to come out and score 70 again like they did last week. I like Grass Lake to win, but I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to take Grass Lake.
Yeah, and I that's not going to be the case. I don't think Grass Lake's going to come out and score 70, but and we know what it's like playing against, if you're Grass Lake or Napoleon, with a wing T team, now like Napoleon is. But I think what sets Grass Lake apart is the fact that they have a running back in Luke Guthrie. They can run the football if they want to, but they can also air it out if they have to as well. I think that's what makes Grass Lake's offense so great. And I'm going to take the Warriors of Grass Lake.
Again, that game can be seen on JTV. Live coverage 6:45 from Napoleon High School this Friday. We'll be right back. We have our Player of the Week and game broadcast schedule. Stay with us.
At Brick by Brick Construction, a subsidy of Alliance Service Brands, we can bring your dream home to life through custom projects or comprehensive renovations. From laying the foundation of your custom home to transforming your kitchen and bathroom into modern masterpieces, our focus is on quality, efficiency, and sustainability. Eager to see your dreams materialize? Schedule your consultation now or explore our portfolio of transformations. Brick by Brick Construction, building your dreams with precision and care.
In Jackson County, Club Life offers adults with developmental disabilities the opportunities for proper social interaction within their community. Positive experiences in their community can lead to lasting relationships and increased self-confidence. Club Life's goal is to engage, enrich, and empower adults with developmental disabilities in Jackson County by offering different club events that will provide safe and quality programs for our participants. Interested persons can visit our website at www.theclublife.org to register.
At Insurance Circle Agency, we believe in personal connections. We specialize in a consultative approach where we'll take the time to know your name and your unique story. This allows us to provide you with a top-notch boutique experience with policies tailored specifically for you and your business. Taking this approach allows us to ensure you have the right package to fit your unique needs. Your peace of mind is our priority. Get in touch with Insurance Circle Agency today, where we'll know your name.
Building a new home is one of the biggest decisions you will ever make, and with the help of our qualified salespeople, licensed builder, and our own construction crew, we are positive that we can make your new home project easy and affordable. Call us to design your home today. Midstar Home Builders, there's no place like home.
Nostalgia Inc. in downtown Jackson. For over 40 years, Nostalgia Inc. has been Southern Michigan's one-stop shop for new and old comic books, graphic novels, tabletop games, miniatures, supplies, and so much more. Whether it's the newest releases or thumbing through one of the largest backstock selections around, you'll find what you're looking for. From Pokemon and Magic to tabletops and D&D, if you can play it, it's at Nostalgia Inc. Nostalgia Inc. Mechanic Street, downtown Jackson.
Welcome back to the show. I'd like to thank Aspen 1 Hour for being with us today and every week on the Aspen 1 Hour Football Show. Let's get to it. Our Player of the Week. Who do you have?
Our JTV Sports Player of the Week, quarterback from the Leslie Blackhawks, Joel Cranmore, got a big Cascades East win against Michigan Center Friday night, 33-31. Cranmore threw for 129 yards and 2 scores and rushed for 63 yards. and his play complemented the way that the Leslie defense stepped up too as well against the Cardinals. So Joel Cranmore continuing his excellent play this season. Joel Cranmore, our JTV Sports Player of the Week.
And this week's live game is Grass Lake at Napoleon. You can watch that on JTV or jtv.tv live coverage with yourself. 6:45 p.m. Now the broadcast booth, it's going to be a little crowded, and we've got 2 Grass Lake alums and the Napoleon Township supervisor calling the game.
Well, one of them, you could call him neutral, right? Because he's Coach Burgett and from Grass Lake, so
Fair
it's
enough.
a wash.
Should be a fun night, homecoming night at Napoleon. We're excited to be there. The game will also replay right after its conclusion, so check JTV and jtv.tv for that. Highlights from last week and photos from all area sports on our website right now, jtv.tv. David, final thoughts heading into week 5 of the high school football season.
Well, last week we had 4 games that came down to 1 possession. And we have a couple of good games on the docket again this week, and this is where we really start to see, okay, what teams are still alive for the playoffs, and how are these conference standings going to shake out. So a lot of those types of games are going to start happening this week.
Should be a fun week. Check with JTV for all your high school sports news. David and I will be back here again next Thursday. For more sports, check out the David Rice Show podcast, which is streaming now and available on YouTube. And for more, jtv.tv. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. All right.
All right.
Yes.